Hi, it's me, Skin Girl Afro. I'm back with another YouTube video. Today I'm going to discuss the topic of blood donation and how come we black people do not donate enough. Now, I am a blood donor. I have been a blood donor since 2009, but I only actually started, that was when I registered, but I only actually started donating in 2011. So when you talk about me, it's only like 8 years, so it's really not that much. But people in general are not donating enough blood, but the problem is within ethnic minorities, black people who have sickle cell anemia and Asian people who have thalassemia. They require blood where you have a more close match with someone who is the same ethnicity as you. So say like if you donate to someone who has sickle cell disease, sickle cell anemia, then you will have a closer match because you're black and they're black. And the same with Asian. If an Asian person goes to donate, then their blood will have a closer match if that person has thalassemia. But why are we not donating enough blood? I mean, apparently there is only, I believe it's 3% of the black and Asian community donate blood. And this is like, what is it like? Are you afraid? Do you not understand the process? Or do you just not want to donate? Because I mean, even though there is a big push by charities, the NHS, there's still not enough happening. Though saying that, a foundation called Sickle Khan, and I think there was another one called Sickle Cell Society. Last month they had a blood drive. They have these blood drives quite regularly last month, and they actually smashed records with how many people actually came to donate, especially black people. Like they went right up here. Like that's how much they was able to change things. But the problem is, it's okay for you to go to a blood drive and then just do it at one time, but you have to be consistent. For example, women, we can only donate blood every 4 months because obviously we have periods and there's a chance of pregnancy. And also if you get any piercings like this, if you get like a fresh piercing, you have to wait 4 months. If you get another piercing, 4 months. If you get a tattoo, it's 4 months, you have to wait. Men, on the other hand, can donate every 12 weeks, which is every 3 months, because they don't have periods. So you know, it'll take that 3 months for them to get their blood back to where it should be, and then they'll be okay to donate again. But because women have periods in between, we have to wait a little bit longer to make sure our iron levels get back to normal. Because the thing is, you can't just have your period and then just go straight to donate. No, unless you want to pass out and end up in the friggin' hospital because your iron levels are just on the friggin' floor, then don't do it, okay? Now, I'm going to talk you through the process of donating blood as best I can, because I am not perfect, okay? I am not perfect, but I have the information on my phone. So it even says it here on the NHS Give Blood website. It says Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities, we need donors from all communities and ethnic backgrounds to donate blood, so we can meet the needs of all patients in England now and in the years to come. Black, Asian and minority ethnic donors are specifically needed right now because some patients who receive frequent blood transfusions need blood to be closely matched to their own. A number of blood conditions like sickle cell disease, which is treated through blood transfusion, most commonly affect Black, Asian and minority ethnic people. Now there's another thing to note. Not everybody who has sickle cell disease will require a blood donation. It depends on the severity of the disease. If you are okay with just pain medication and taking your penicillin, then you should be well, not okay, but you know what I mean. Their form of sickle cell disease may not require monthly blood transfusions, but a lot of people who have sickle cell disease do require a blood transfusion. So this is why there is a great pull for more donors to come forward, especially black donors. So yeah, so here's a little bit of statistics. It said it is estimated that 1,000 people in the UK have thalassemia, and between 13,000 to 15,000 people in the UK have sickle cell disease. Patients with these disorders patients with these disorders need regular blood transfusions to stay alive. They benefit from donations from blood donors from a similar ethnic background. So that's what I explained earlier in the video. It is better you find a closer match with someone who has someone who is a similar ethnic background as you. So, you know, black person to black person or Asian person to Asian person. It's not to say that a white person can't donate to a black person who has sickle cell anemia. It's just because of how our blood is, they would benefit more from a black person having a black person's blood as well. So, you know. And it also says here, because a lot of people don't actually know, but it also says here, if you have the sickle cell trait, you can still become a blood donor. There's more. You can still become a blood donor. The only thing is, my friend actually told me this. You can be, if you have sickle cell trait, you can donate blood. But what the thing is, they will not give your blood to someone who has sickle cell disease or thalassemia. It can be given, because they separate it, they will give it to someone who just requires a normal blood transfusion, not because of that. But if you have sickle cell anemia, you're not going to get that blood from someone who has sickle cell trait, because you also have some of the you also have some of the sickle blood. So yeah, so you can still donate. Just donate every 4 months, every 3 months, whether you're a man or a woman, but just know that your blood won't be given to somebody who has sickle cell disease or thalassemia. But it does not mean you cannot donate blood. And it also says here, fewer than 5% of our blood donors who gave blood in the last year were from Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities. This is despite Black, Asian and minority ethnic communities representing around 14% of the population. Okay, let's go here. And now I'm going to talk about this section that says who can give blood. So it says most people can give blood. You can give blood if you are fit and healthy, weigh between 7 stone, 12 pounds, and 25 stone, or 50 kilograms and 160 kilograms. So you have to be aged at least 17 to donate blood. Are aged between 17 and 66 if it's your first time donating, or 70 if you have given blood before, or are over 70 and have given blood in the last 2 years. And also, again, what I said before, if you're a man, you can give blood every 12 weeks. If you're a woman, you have to give blood every 16 weeks, which is every 4 months. Now, you also have to check. Because you get given a form and you go to donate blood. Now, you have to do tick the little boxes which ones apply to you. So the common reason donors should check if they can give blood is because you may be able to give blood one time, but the next time you may not be able to. Now, it all depends on your circumstances. So the common reasons donors should check if they can give blood are if you're receiving medical or hospital treatment, if you're taking medication, are travelling outside of the UK, are having a tattoo or piercing. So like I said, you have to wait 4 months if you have a fresh tattoo or piercing. During and after pregnancy, if you are pregnant, you cannot donate blood. After you've had the baby, you have to wait 9 months. So if you're donated before and then you want to donate again and then you find out you're pregnant, you then have to wait 18 months. So, well, yeah, 18 months. So 9 months. 9 months while the baby is growing healthily in your womb, and then another 9 months afterwards, because you will lose a lot of blood when giving birth. Oh, if you feel ill, so if you have a cold, you get an infection, you cannot donate blood. You have to wait at least a month or two to make sure. I would just say like a month or two just to check, because you just don't want to risk it. If you have cancer, you cannot give blood. Or if you yourself have received blood products or organs, that's an automatic no. If you have received blood, I believe you can no longer donate blood. And it also says women under 20, check if you can give blood. Alright, so now I want to talk you through the donation process. So this is the bit where it gets a bit, So giving blood is simple. You basically ring up the number to donate, or you can register online. But me, I've already registered, it's just easy for me to ring the number. So 0300 123 23 23, that's it. Or if you do it online, you just sign into your online account, find an appointment. I go to the blood donor centre on New Street in Birmingham City Centre because that is the closest one to me. There are other ones here in Birmingham, but the closest one to me is that one in New Street. So it says check you are able to give blood, register to be a donor online, or call 0300 123 2323. Sign in to your online account and find an appointment. A number of appointments can be booked in advance. So you can pick one. To say do a Monday, and then you can also, at the same time you've picked the one to do on the Monday, you can also slot in for your next one to do in August, because it's every 4 months. So if you're a woman, do it from August, and if you're a man, your next one after doing it on Monday will be in July, every 3 months, so every 12 weeks. And if you're unable to book now, then please try again. Please try for a later date. A limited number of walk-in slots are available. Now here's the thing, you don't have to book an appointment. You can just walk in, complete the form, then they will give you the donor leaflet, which tells you if you're a first-time donor, you have to read throughout the whole thing. There's not that much in a booklet really. And if you're like me, who's a regular donor, then you only have to read the one page in the booklet, which says essentially here are the things that you need to be concerned about when donating blood. Like, have you drunk enough water? You could end up with a bruise on your arm afterwards. If you start to feel unwell, take yourself to the hospital. Make sure you don't do too much strenuous things afterwards, because you do not want to mess around after you've donated blood. Trust me. Like, every time I give blood, it knocks my energy out. Like, I literally, for like 2 days afterwards, my energy is just gone. Like, I feel fine now Friday, but like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, my energy was just dead. But I think because I went to bed early yesterday, I think that's why my energy is slowly picking back up. And probably because I just had some sweets, but never mind. And it also says number 4, following the preparing to give blood recommendations. So let's see what they have for that. Preparing to give blood. It says to eat regularly before donating will help to keep your blood sugar levels stable. So if you have an appointment in the afternoon, make sure you have your breakfast in the morning. Make sure you have your breakfast in the ras or morning. Don't mess around. Make sure you have your breakfast. Make sure you have your cup of tea. If you're going to have your cup of tea, make sure you have your orange juice. Make sure you have some water. Plenty water. Look, I'm playing with none of you, man. Me thirsty. Me throat feel a little tickly. Listen, drink your damn water, please. It says eat. This is important so that you don't feel lightheaded or dizzy after your donation. Having a snack before donation can help maintain those blood sugar levels. So if you like me, have a sugary snack, trust me. Sugary snack. That can be an apple or banana. Ensure that your diet contains food rich in iron, such as meat and green leafy vegetables. Now, if you are a vegan, and you don't like your vegetables, try a non-supplement that will help you. And will help to keep you feeling well during and after your donation. And it says drink. Almost half the blood that you donate is made up of water. The fluids that you lose during donation can cause a drop in blood pressure, causing you to feel faint and dizzy. To help prevent this from happening, we ask you to drink 500 mils of water immediately before you donate. So this is a 500 ml bottle. It's filled to the top, right? Now, drink some water before you leave your house to go to your donation. Also, you can also get some water to drink while you're there because they have water machines. So just fill up the little cup. The little cup comes up to here, is about here. So fill it up once, drink it. That's 250 mils, and then you fill it up again, another 250 mils, and that's you've got your 500 milliliters. It is important to ensure that you are hydrated in the days leading up to your donation. So yes, drink water, water, water. This will help to compensate for the fluids lost during donation and will help to bring your blood volume levels back to normal. See, it's why people feel ill after donating, because they're not drinking enough water. And me, I've been guilty of this before. I have been very guilty of this before. I should just slap myself, but I won't because I'm not that mad. But it is essential to avoid alcohol before and after donating, as this may affect hydration levels and delay recovery. Exercise. Avoid doing any rigorous exercise or heavy lifting the day of your donation, both before and after you're giving blood. So if you're a person who goes to the gym regularly, then what I would advise is you go to the gym the day before. Make sure you drink plenty of water while exercising and after exercising. On the day of your blood donation, do not go to the gym after your donation. Do you hear me? Don't do it. And actually, don't even go to the gym before. Trust me, because you'll be losing plenty water by sweating it all out, and then you're gonna go donate blood. How's your water gonna get back in? Tell me, please. How's your water gonna get back? Don't do it to yourself. Now it says where. We will need you to roll up your sleeve past your elbow when you give blood to allow easy access to your veins. To make sure that you're comfortable, please wear clothing with loose sleeves. Now, me, on Monday, I just wore a jumper. That's it, I had a jumper on, and I wish I hadn't, because, you know, the sweat was dripping on my back, because I'm like an idiot sometimes. But I should have just worn a t-shirt, because it was actually quite warm on Monday, and I'm there like sweating like a pig. Because I'm wearing a friggin' jumper. But then again, it wasn't that bad anyway. At least my skin was nice and warm, so my blood was warm also, so you know, it was an easy process. And it also says distract. It is normal to feel nervous when you come along to donate, particularly if this is your first time. Our friendly and helpful staff will put you at ease straight away. Distraction is key. You may want to bring a friend to wait with you, or feel free to bring a book to read or listen to some music while you donate. We also ask donators to undertake something called applied muscle tension, or AMT. This is a simple behavioural technique that helps you to maintain blood pressure, and so stops you from feeling faint or unwell. It is also a brilliant distraction technique. AMT involves tensing and relaxing the body's major muscles during the donation process. A favourite of ours is clenching and unclenching your buttock muscles. Oh, I mean, they said no joke. Further information about this will be available at your donation, or simply ask a member of staff who will be happy to advise you further. They have never told me about this, you know. For that I am thankful. No. Once you've made the decision to donate and made the effort to go along to your appointment, you may want to be sure that you can actually give blood. Although most people can give blood, there are some restrictions depending on things like your health, medication, and whether you have been abroad recently. So if you've been to the Caribbean, they may ask you where in the Caribbean you've been to, and have you been feeling unwell since you've come back. Well, actually not just the Caribbean, but basically anywhere other than England, they will ask you have you been feeling unwell since you came here, or have you been outside the country in the last 4 months since your last donation. Sleep. We recommend that you have a full night's sleep of between 4 to 9 hours the night before your donation. Good luck with that. The night before your donation. This will help you to feel more alert when you give blood. which will in turn reduce the risk of feeling unwell. 7 to 9 hours when I'm a uni student and I've got assignments to do. Now you know how to prepare yourself, and they've got a link to a video to watch, but the view our donation animation, but I mean I have time for that still. Remember to bring your completed donor health check form with you. That's what I said. Make sure it's completed. Make sure you sign it as well. It will make things so much faster and quicker. Alright, that section's finished. So let's see, when you give blood, this is what will happen when you attend your appointment or go to a drop-in session to give blood. If you attend an appointment to give blood, we aim to ensure it takes no more than an hour. Now on Monday I got there at 12:50 and I was out to the place by 13:50, so it literally was an hour. Welcome and preparation. Remember to bring your completed donor health check form with you if you received one from us in the past. We will ask you to read our welcome leaflet, which explains the importance of blood safety. It's important to read this whenever you attend because advice can change. We will give you 500 mils of fluid just before you give blood. So that's what I said, they have the water machine, so just make sure you use them or bring a bottle of water, because sometimes I bring a bottle of water and I will drink it on the bus or on the train while I'm heading to my blood donation session, and I will still go use the water machine even if I have a bottle of water, so you know. And drinking this over about 5 minutes will help with your well-being during and after donation. Number 2, health screening. We make sure it is safe for you to donate and that your blood donation is safe for a patient to receive. We confirm your identity and ask you about information on your donor health check form. A registered nurse may follow up if necessary. Now, sometime, like, I remember I went, when was it? When I went for the one in December, because I'd been on holiday in August to Barbados, and you know they had to get the nurse in, you know, to do a little check anyway to say, oh, have you been feeling unwell since you come back? And I'm like, no, but you know, sometimes it does happen. We test a drop of blood from your finger to check the iron levels, hemoglobin in your blood. That thing hurts, but like they squeeze your finger after they've pricked it with a little needle, and then they squeeze it. And always so much blood comes out there. I'm always like thinking like I'm going to bleed to death or something. But you know, I'm just a drama queen, so never mind. We test a drop of blood from your finger to check the iron levels, hemoglobin in your blood. If you are not able to donate, we will explain why and may ask you to make another appointment. Now, if they do that iron test, iron levels, the hemoglobin, and it basically has to sync. They have a little timer and they test how fast it syncs. Now, if it's really slow, sometimes what they'll do is they'll re-prick a different finger and then we'll check it again. And if that one is really, really slow to go down as well, there may be a chance that you may be anemic. So they may have to do further tests. Now, I remember one time that I went there and my blood was like, it's not going down, it's not going down, it's not going down in the little solution. So they pricked a different finger and that one went down. And it was probably just because it was cold and I wasn't dressed appropriately, so my blood wasn't warm enough to, you know, do what it needed to do. But this Monday, it was just like boom, went straight down. So if you are able to donate, you will be asked to sit in a waiting area until you are called to a donation chair. Your blood donation, when you are comfortable on the chair, we will ask you to confirm your name, address and date of birth. They have to do these checks. They're very, very important because they have to know you are the person and we are getting this blood from you, so there's no mix-up, you know, because mix-up is a no. When you're comfortable on the chair, we will ask you to confirm your name, address and date of birth. We examine your arm and place the cuff on your arm to maintain a small amount of pressure during donation. This does not measure blood pressure. Yeah, it's basically just to get your little vein to show up. That's it. We then examine your arm to find a suitable vein and clean it with an antiseptic sponge. And they do that for a minute. They keep rubbing it for 1 minute and they have a little timer. And once that 1 minute is gone, they turn it off. and then they will just juck your needle in there, just pull it straight in there. My poor fucking needle, it's so small, like there's literally nothing to it. It's like a tiniest needle, and I still got the little thing, like you can't see it, but it's like right here. I still have it, my poor vein. And I'm gonna show you some love lately. But we will insert a needle in your arm which will collect your blood into a blood bag with a unique donor number. You should not feel any discomfort or pain. Tell that to me, Ross or Vian. If you do, tell a member of staff. A scale weighs the blood and stops when you've donated 470 milliliters or just under a pint. This usually takes between 5 to 10 minutes. Mine was 8 minutes, so yeah. I wish I was like those people where it was super fast, like the do theirs in like 5 minutes, and I'm like, why is yours so fast? Can you give me some tips, please? Can you give me some tips? I really want to know. And the needle will be removed. Listen, the needle being removed hurts fucking worse than when they put it in. I don't know what it is about that, but every time they take it out, it hurts worse than when they put it in. They don't know nothing about being slow. Well, I shouldn't tell a lie. I just think I'm a sensitive person. I just feel pain like that, you know. Like I'm just pathetic. More about what happens. No, let's not go there. So that's basically the process. That is basically the process of donating blood. And then once you've donated blood 10 times, they will give you one of these. It says thank you. It says thank you. It says thank you for being a dedicated donor. I'm sorry I'm covering my surname because I'm not letting you see that. You've now reached your 10th milestone. In recognition of this, we'd like to present you with your first donor badge and certificate. So here is the badge. And here is the certificate. Your commitment as a blood donor has helped to save and improve lives of patients in hospitals around the UK. We look forward to welcoming you again soon. Yours sincerely, Jonathan Latham. And he's the Assistant Director of the Blood Donation Team. So there you go. This is all it. So once you donated 10 times, you will get this certificate. So that is it. I've explained the process of blood donation, why you should donate more. I'm out. Enjoy your Friday evening.